What's up, Bears fans? It's Bearlissimo. Just a quick breakdown. This time we're not doing a bite-sized breakdown, we're doing a spotlight. And the spotlight is going to be on this man here, Dominique "The Freak" Robinson. Let's have a quick look at the first play of note. I think it's his second play actually on the field. And what we're going to see basically is here, his responsibility is to chase down on screen. It's going to be a zone away that we're going to see. So we're just going to clear it off, and then we're going to have a look at the play, just let it roll through. So you see, as Williams' tackle goes down to here to try and sort of chase second level, we're going to see Robinson basically recognise, turn and pursue. Half back obviously in the backfield, what we want to see is a flat pursuit angle across the line. We're going to see that with Robinson. Look at him actually from this point where he clears the guard, where Justin Jones is being held, by the way. As a halfback starts to cut back, look at the closing speed with Dominique Robinson on this play. You talk about a guy who's running quickly at the size that he is, it's a reason why he was a problem on Sunday. So the very next play we see Dominique the Freak is lining up the opposite side this time. When he mentioned about McGlinchey double tapping his foot on an outside on a pass set. What we're going to see is as he rolls across here, motion goes across, you see it turns to match coverage with Brisker going out with the fullback. The reason why we know it's match coverage is because he doesn't follow him all the way across the field, only from the half. Jackson rolls back. Dominique is who we're interested in. Let's watch him, see if this, see that double set? 1, 2 taps with that foot, takes him. As McGlinchey gets his hands up, look at this jump, cut, swipe, hand swipe, great veteran pass rush move. This is something he's added to his arsenal this year. Lance already in problems here, he doesn't know it yet, but you know, the lion is chasing the gazelle. I'm no expert, but again, that looks like holding to me, Mr. Referee. I mean, obviously he hasn't got a very good view of that, but that's the ref suit we get at Soldier Field. And then length. Length is really important, and this is a big QB who is tough to bring down. We saw that Sunday, but to swing him down with one hand in the conditions that it was, no wonder he's celebrating. The rest of the guys are off with him. Great play. The spotlight is on Dominique the Freak again. Here we see him at the left defensive end position. We're going to take a look now, because what we're going to see is hits principle in action. So in terms of what does he do, first of all, obviously it's a speed rush that he's going to go upfield. You see him get one hand into the body as he sees the quarterback start to come up and in. He's going to spin round, start his pursuit. There he goes. There goes Lance as he cuts back in a position to make a play. Look at him punch at the ball. Punching at the ball, doesn't quite get it, but that's hustle, intensity, tenacity and speed. So we've seen hits principle once, we're going to see it again here. Dominique Robinson's going to basically be chasing it down from behind the plate. Sorry, Dominique Robinson is not there. Here he is, right here, and he's going to basically be chasing down Trey Lance, who's going to escape the pocket. We'll start playing the play itself. Motion comes across. So it's this jet motion with Deebo Samuel again, halfback going in the middle. It's that kind of look. Robinson, obviously, he's already looking in the backfield. You see him doing this. He's taking an upfield step. You see he's getting outside position to contain this. What he's trying to do is keep himself free on the outside to be able to, if he needs to, and you see it there, he's in a position to make a tackle if this is a handoff. Quite clearly sees the ball isn't there. Now he turns to a pursuit. And from there, we're going to see again, Trey Lance is no slouch, 4-5. We're seeing Dominique Robinson chase. Looks like he's not going to make a tackle here. Overcommit there by Eddie Jackson, unfortunate. Kyler Gordon in position to make the tackle, starts the tackle, initiates it. Who's coming in to clean up? The man that's been chasing it all the way across the field, Dominique the Freak Robinson, gets in for a half tackle. Sometimes as a defensive end, you don't get to make the play yourself, but you do make it so that other people can make the play. We're going to see that sort of thing happening right here. Jaquan Brisker over here, over the top of the tight end. We're going to see him motion across. Brisker follows, that tells you it's man. So you see Robinson actually shifts back inside to split the double. This is going to be a sort of a zone action going this way. What we see is a wrong shoulder technique, which I'll explain. There goes Robinson. This is technically uncovered to that half of this man, so that would be uncovered. You just put a hand across if you're a vet, leaving the tight end to try and block Robinson one-on-one. And what we see here is him to give a wrong shoulder technique. So that's showing you numbers to the player that's trying to block you, and you're splitting this double team between the gap, meaning that he has to come to the outside. Brisker is already free. You can see this wide receiver isn't going to get there. Brisker makes a great form tackle there. Robinson's done his job on the wrong shoulder technique. And you're going to see Jalen Johnson come in here. Look at him going for that old peanut punch right here. Watch this hand. Coming in for the peanut punch. Here comes Roquan. Here comes Eddie. Here comes Morrow. Here comes Watts. They're all coming in. Everyone's chasing down. This is hits in action. And a great job by Dominique Robinson on the wrong shoulder technique to keep Brisker clear. Great play. With mobile QBs, sometimes it's important to understand you also have outside contained duties as well as rushing the passer. We're going to see that here with Dominique Robinson. There goes the motion away. You can see his shift across. We know it's zone. Okay, half back behind him. It's a mesh kind of look. Chasing down, you see the flat angle coming off the line of scrimmage. Chasing down, flat angle. Obviously, Jaquan Brisker is coming up for this kind of look anyway in terms of the coverage. Robinson goes in, sees the tight end coming in, so now he's occupying two blockers with a third, keeping an eye on him. Arm on Watts with good penetration up here in this gap as well. Brisker now is over here just in case it does turn into pass. Obviously, Lance now trying to escape the pocket, trying to get back inside. Robinson getting pressure on him. They have to release him because otherwise it's going to be a hold. In comes Jaquan Brisker for the hit, and it's a good hit. Almost gets his hand on the ball to punch it there as he comes in with the tackle. There comes in Mike Pennell Jr. to help clean up, and who was also there, Dominique Robinson, very, very close to also getting in on that tackle. Good play. Dominique Robinson on the field again with sort of a wide edge. Travis Gibson, interestingly, inside as well. Arm on Watts. Robert Quinn. This really looks like a NASCAR package if we're going to have one in terms of pass rush. We see what looks like two high safeties with Brisker, and we're going to see Eddie Jackson over this side of the formation. You see them dropping back there. Robinson with a nice sort of upfield charge and then cut back again to the inside. McGlinchey makes a decent adjustment this time. That's quite clearly a hold anyway. Quinn obviously around the outside, almost getting to QB. That looks like a hold as well. I mean, the 49ers wanted to complain about penalties. There's two for you right there, but it doesn't matter because ultimately, here's Eddie Jackson, bottom of the screen right here. Already reading it's a cover 2-1 robber, and that's the robber part of it. In comes Eddie, takes the ball away. It would have been a completion if he's not there, but he is there. And now we want to see Robinson turn into a blocker. There's Deebo Samuel. I'd like to see him turn up and get Trey Lance here, but he's seeing target and trying to hit it. Makes a good decision there to not sort of go too heavy with the contact. Could have been called for unnecessary roughness. Doesn't matter. Eddie, just be patient and sort of back yourself to the outside against the QB, but there we go. Celebrate the interception. Good pass rush and also got held. Towards the end of the game now, Dominique Robinson in an obvious pass rush situation. It really is teeming down now. The rain is like monsoon type conditions. This play was called down by contact and not a forced fumble. Interesting to see what you think of this. Again, we see the upfield sell with the half back to that side. Inside move, comes and beats him inside. Passes out, it's just basically a slip screen. Watch Robinson turn and make pursuit here. He does. Brisker comes in, gets an arm across the ball. Roquan comes in, gets an arm across the ball. Isn't quite loose there. And then who's coming over to the rescue? Dominique Robinson comes in. Nice solid contact. Ball starts to come out at this point. Right there, it comes out at that point. And you see the ball before he's down. Is he down by contact? Oh, I don't know. You can't really see the knee there. But there's the ball. Yeah, maybe he's down by contact. We'll give them that one. At the end of the day, great cleaning up by Dominique Robinson. Well done. Just two plays left in this video. Now we see Dominique Robinson moved inside to defensive tackle. An interesting wrinkle. Let's see if he gets in some pass rush with Travis Gibson at defensive tackle. I know he has played sort of inside a little bit at college. You see him sort of get stalemated here. Obviously going against guard and centre, getting the double arm on. Watts comes free because he's singled. QB's already dropped the ball. In comes Quinn, can't quite wrap up. And again, look at the acceleration here by Dominique Robinson. Offensive guards can't get anywhere near him at all. Trey Lance is trying to make an escape upfield. I think he does get 1 yard upfield, which is why this isn't called a sack. But he has to give himself up because he's got Roquan coming to smash him and Dominique Robinson as well. That's why he wisely goes to the floor. And we get a bit of a sort of a tsunami at the end. Boys enjoying themselves in the rain. That's the one that I think Roquan said that his face was full of water. Why not? Having fun in the rain, splashing about. What a great play. So this is the last play on my Dominique the Freak Robinson breakdown. He had an absolutely fantastic debut. Before the game on Sunday, I actually went live on Saturday for a charity stream for Neuroclastic. There will be a comment which is pinned to this video if you want to make a $1 donation of any amount to Neuroclastic. They do fantastic work. It will have information about the website. You can go ahead and do that. So this is the last play. On the field, we actually see a motion from a tight end coming across. For the defense, we've got Al-Qadim Mohammed, defensive tackle Dominique Robinson, Justin Jones, and then Robert Quinn over the far side. Let's see what happens up front with this very late in the fourth quarter. I think it might even be the last possession for the 49ers. There it goes. So Jones is basically running a stunt to get guard and double, and then we're getting Robinson coming behind. The guard is actually going to get a fairly decent job here, getting hands into chest, which you see he does there. As Quinn's coming inside, he manages to tie up the tackle and the halfback. Lance then has to escape because Al-Qadim Mohammed has done a good job with an inside move again on McGlinchey. That's a bit of a concern for the 49ers. Several times he's been beaten on the inside. Lance now knows he's one-on-one with Robinson. We saw in the previous play where he got chased across the field from a defensive tackle that he can't outrun Robinson. Robinson comes in very close to another sack. I think he gets 1 yard credit on the play. Look at him get his hand there in on the ball, and we actually do see as it rolls forward a couple of plays there, the ball is actually on his thighs. He did actually manage to get the ball out. Lance manages to recover, decides to go down. I think it's whistled dead at this point. 4 or 5 people to the ball. What a debut from Dominique the Freak Robinson. Take care. Bear down.